Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your Timeless Tarot reading. This tarot reading is intended for those of you that are at a crossroads with a decision, have a decision between two things or multiple things. This could be a reading where something in your past was left just really open-ended and you're confused about it and you don't know why. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these cards back in the deck before I start the reading, but these are to represent path 1, path 2, or path 3, all right? Now, you have got to decide what each path here is. So let's just say you have a decision between two different people, okay? Maybe you feel person A is for, path 1 and person B is path 3. So you have to decide, which path represents, what to you, because this is a general reading. If this is a situation where it was just left really open-ended and you were very confused, decide which path you are feeling most drawn to. So you can really utilize this reading how it, how you want to gain information about the most likely outcome between choice A and choice B, choice A and B, and maybe there's the unseen that you haven't even thought of, okay? So utilize this how you want to, like how it best fits for your situation. And since this is timeless, really, you can use this at any point when you come across this reading, okay? So I will do 3 separate readings for path 1, path 2, and path 3. I have created timestamps for each path, so go ahead and go to the timestamp that you are feeling most drawn to, the path that you feel most led to based on your question, okay? And I will start with path 1. So, Capricorn, on path 1, I'm going to pull a card for the positive aspects of this path and the negative aspects of this path. Alright, so we have beauty as the positive. So there is clearly, a lot of abundance and a lot to be grateful for, a lot of things that are beautiful in nature on path 1. And, but for the negative, we have belonging. So this is really interesting because this is card 40 and this is card 41. So this is the positive and this is the negative. So in the negative aspect about path 1, even though it's beautiful and, there's something about it that's very alluring and attractive, there's an element where you don't quite feel like you fit in or you don't quite belong, okay? Wow, we just had all of these fly out, so we have, I was going to pull 4, and here's 4, so let's see, they came out like this. So on the positive side, it's like it's a calmer situation, okay? There's more cooperation, less drama, less fighting, less stress. It's just, very smooth, a lot of cooperation. But over here, with belonging, we have the 2 of Cups and the Sun. So either A, this path is very suited to you personally, but if you are in a relationship, this path may not be suited to your partner whatsoever, okay? They might not feel like they belong. Or if this is a choice where you're going to change your life for your partner, it's going to be a beautiful thing for you, but somehow, some way, you don't feel like you fit or you belong, like you don't fit in somehow, some way, or your partner doesn't fit in somehow, some way. If this is about like a romantic question, It's like there is a lot of cooperation and understanding and flow between the two of you, but there's very significant differences that, like, create this element of disconnect, or like maybe we don't belong together. So it's like a strong connection where there's a lot of good, but there's just some element where you don't fit into their life, they don't fit into your life, or your belief systems are really different. Okay, so let's pull a couple more cards to see what the most likely potential outcome is for this situation. Alright, so we have the forces of nature favor you, and revelry and indulgence, the satire. Alright, so again, there's this really positive aspect and element to this path, but it's like whoever else is involved, like, is cramping your style, or maybe they're lazy, or they party too much, or they're just not quite serious enough about life, or because this is, kind of being lazy and things of that nature, just being very indulgent. It doesn't have to be a negative thing, but as this being the overall outcome, I feel like it's a good thing, yet there's just this element, that's existing where, we don't maybe belong, or I don't belong, or this doesn't feel quite right. Maybe somebody thinks you party and indulge too much, or you think somebody else parties and indulges too much. Okay, so apply that how it fits, because there's some element of feeling like you don't belong, you don't fit in the negative aspect, and it comes over here in the satire, like as a lazy, super indulgent type of energy. So it's positive, but there is this aspect to it. So it's really your choice, So let's pull some advice for you guys. Alright, so we have divine connection, fire, love. Listen, Capricorn, if you are feeling like you have a deep connection with somebody, and like their friends and family don't like you, and you don't fit into that unit, or your friends and family don't like this person, and it doesn't fit into your unit, you might want to focus more on the connection you have with that person, more than the fact of not fitting in with each other's friends or family, or even like different ways of life and belief systems. Focus on the divine connection more than you focus on the disconnection. Okay, as the advice, this is saying, to grow this energy, that's where you have got to focus, is what does work, where it does flow, where you do feel like you fit, because there's cooperation and flow and a lot of beauty here, okay? And so if this is like in a job situation, it's the same thing. Focus on the areas where you get along with people and it works and it flows, and forget about the disconnect. Focus on the divine connection that you have with different people, or a very specific person. Pay no mind to, this indulgent type of behavior unless it's really impacting you. But path 1 looks like it could have some real good possibility, as long as you keep yourself focused on the positive, and you can weather through whatever this sense of not belonging is for you personally, okay? So those are the messages for path 1. I hope that has helped you, and I am wishing you all the best. Okay, so Capricorn, let's see what information path 2 yields for us. was half the deck, doesn't count. So I'm going to pull a card here to see what is the positive aspect about path 2 and what is the negative aspect about path 2. Okay, so what's positive is the communication, information, or messages that you will receive on path 2. So, if this is about a very specific choice, like about, different job offers, this coming out as the first card is very promising. So, whoa. But with that said, what's negative about it is this is like a big time no. So it's like you're going to receive messages, information, offers, opportunity on path 2. But what's negative is this is just not in your highest good. With forbidden being there, it's like if you were rejected, okay, and this is a situation of the past, this is like the universe saying it was not in your highest good to continue on with that person or that situation, and that's why it had to end the way that it did, okay? And with this messages, what's positive is you're going to either receive a lot of confirmation about that, what I just said, that you dodged a bullet, okay? And you're also going to feel it intuitively, like, so let's pull some tarot, because this could be where, you were rejected in the past, and now here is, the opportunity. Okay, so we have the Three of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. And then bonus cards here is the Five of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. So right here, this Queen in this position, and Capricorn, you guys are Earth energy, so this could very much be representing your own energy. What I see here is where you've had to turn your back on something or cut yourself off from a person or situation, for some reason, and there's a lot of internal battle and conflict inside of you about it, but it's like it had to be done for your own good, for your own health, for your own safety. So for those of you that are asking about a situation of the past, it was truly for your own good, okay? And, now on path 2, we have new opportunities coming, but also if this is an opportunity of the past returning back to you, is saying, it might not be exactly what you want anymore, okay? Because over here on Forbidden, it's like this person you're dealing with, this goes like a couple ways. Either, somebody's just really trying to be with you or be in your world, or know you somehow, some way, because of what you can do for them financially, connections you may have, just something that you're about you that you have that you would be willing to share. It's like that's all that person is around for. Or if it was a very specific like situation or a job situation, it was like that entity, that company, that situation was sucking you dry, literally, whether you recognized it or not, okay? So path 2 is really like, it's just, like, I don't feel like it's what you think it is. There's things that are being hidden from you, or, because this is like under the positive. I just feel like there's, okay, things that are hidden from you. I feel like with this on path two, there's other opportunities that you're not quite aware of that are going to show up. And whatever you were wanting on path two, that's like a big fat no. 100% right there as the negative. Or this is something that uses you and then rejects you. And now here you are, here it is back in your life, and you're in this conflict of, do I give or do I hold back? So let's see, Capricorn, in this on path two, should you give again or should you hold back? Because you're conflicted about it. Alright, so we have a triumph over adversary, and we have the siren. So yes, Capricorn, for path two, no. This is a big fat no. If this is something, a person or an opportunity from the past returning, it's the same thing once again. But I feel like you're wiser and you're seeing that because you're overcoming the siren, okay? And the siren could definitely be represented by the Ace of Cups. And so if somebody's returning or a situation's returning, you're better served to just not even get involved. Like, that's where your victory is, because it will be the same thing all over again. Like, their intentions are not pure, okay? If this is a question about a situation of the past, again, it's not what you thought it was. You were really, like, there was a lot of betrayal or deception or a lot of things hidden from you, and it was a blessing for you to have that relationship leave your life, okay? So let's pull some advice about path two, because I feel like it's really saying path two is a dead end. There's other better opportunities for you, okay? Yeah, so infinite potential is your advice. Whatever you came to path two about, you have to make decisions, on your own accord. But what I'm seeing here is there's better opportunities outside of path two. So whatever your question was about path two, it's like, no, it's a big fat no from the universe. It's not in your best interest. If it was something from the past, like, you are so much better served that it's gone out of your life. And if it's something returning, no, there's better opportunities ahead, okay, Capricorn? So those are your messages for path two. I hope that helped. And I am wishing you all the best. Take care. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what path three holds. I'm going to pull a card to see the positive aspect of this path and the negative aspect of this path. Okay, so the positive aspect is there is a lot of love here. And that's most important, right? This is something you really love. It could be mutual love. It could be love for another person, for what you're doing, for an experience. So love is the positive side of this equation. We like that. But the negative side is wishing. So it's like there is love, there is connection, there is happiness. But on the other side of that, there's some sense of lack of fulfillment with path three. With wishing, it's like, are you wishing for the person or situation to love you back the way that you love? Or are you wishing for yourself to love a person or situation back the way that they love you if you don't feel it the same? Okay, that could definitely be, but let me pull some tarot because I'm curious, like, it's like it's good, but you're always, like, just, like you're not quite full. Like if you consumed a meal, you're not quite full, just enough to be satisfied to take your hunger off, okay? But not like completely content. So here we have the devil, Capricorn, right? And now we have the high priestess. Over here we have the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Wands. So what I see with this as clarifiers is there is a very intense connection, either with who you're asking about or the situation that you're asking about in the current, or if this is of the past where you're trying to find some clarity, is yes, there was a very intense sexual, spiritual, and love connection between you and the person or situation that you're asking about. However, it's like this endless cycle of wishing for a second chance or a new start, to finally reap your reward of all the effort and energy that you've put into this. It's like this is the negative aspect where you're always kind of in that energy. And is it Capricorn A, because you're choosing to not be satisfied, or is it B, you're truly not fulfilled? It's not enough. Okay, it's just not enough. Yeah, and look at this. Most likely outcome to path 2. Be aware of who you trust. Reckless action leads to conflict, okay? So, Capricorn, with this path, it's really like, can you trust this person or situation that you're asking about? And, it might be like that there's a lot of hasty action, there's a lot of friction and tension in this relationship or this situation that you're asking about. And I just really feel like it's a no based on what's come out, and it's like you're just always going to be wanting and wishing and hoping and waiting, for your reward, for you to receive back all you've given. And it's like that's the negative side. I don't really feel like you're ever going to feel that, because with the wolf here, as the ultimate outcome, beware of who you trust. It's if you're hoping for a reconnection with somebody, listen, yes, there was this connection between you guys, but they're not who you think they are. They're out of your life for a reason, and it's for the betterment of you. And this with the wishing. So if you are asking about somebody from your past, and it's like you want a reconciliation here, the universe is saying, yeah, you guys did have a good connection, but the negative aspect of this Capricorn is you're going to forever be wishing for this second chance, okay? So you're better served to move on and let go, because anything that shows up, whatsoever from this person isn't what you think. So, especially if this is about a fire sign, okay? Aries, Leo, Sag. Now, as your advice, look at this. We have healing and infinite potentials. So, Capricorn, for path 3, this is definitely a no. There's better opportunities for you out there. If this is a situation of the past, it wasn't what you thought. It would stab you in the back. You will never receive from this situation, person, or relationship what you truly deserve and are owed. It's never going to happen. They're not capable of giving that to you. If you're waiting on somebody to come back to you, a friend even, it's like you're going to forever be waiting for that apology or for that return. And if it does come, it's bull crap. It's not legitimate, all right? There's better opportunities for you out there. At least that's what Path 3 is saying, okay? So those are your messages. I hope that you have found this helpful, and I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.